Getting the harder way 17. Back with another EP. And y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button on y'all way in. Y'all jab that like button on the way in. And y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button on y'all way in. All right, okay. Sound check. Y'all smash that like button on your way in. Yo, so anyway, coming off of his fight with, Donir, you know what I mean? CoolBoy. Coming off his fight with Daniel Roman, you know what I mean? And with two fights, and two-weight divisions being so close, you got both guys being, fairly popular fighters, in their own right. Both guys on the verge to undisputed in their respective divisions. After Inoue's fight and after CoolBoy's fight, the question start to get brought up. Questions start to get asked. You know what I mean? Actually, if we being honest about it, it's questions been asking for, a couple years about these two fighters in particular, because, pretty much everyone sees, the same thing. Everyone see that, these two fighters are very much on the collision course. You got half the people, who feel like Scooter CoolBoy Step, you know what I mean, is the best fighter, around the little weight. Shout out my guy H. Young was good. And P, what the fuck? Demetrius Bright, H. Young, appreciate y'all slide through this junk. Y'all smash that like button for your boy on the way in. You got some people who feel like Inoue is the best little guy, you know what I mean, down there under 140. And you got some people who feel like CoolBoy Steph is the best little guy, you know what I mean, down there under 140. Both coming off extremely impressive performances, in their last fight. You got one side who feel like, CoolBoy unstoppable. You got another side who feel like Inoue, you know what I mean, unstoppable. You got some people who feel like CoolBoy, straight up wash Inoue. You got some people feel like Inoue straight up wash CoolBoy. You know what I mean? Opinions, our opinions are our opinions. But guess what? Pretty soon, they ain't gonna have to be, opinions anymore. Because, right after these two fights, myself, like a lot of people, we hop right on the train like CoolBoy Inoue has to happen. You know what I mean? Next year. And to our look, Inoue and CoolBoy, they both agree with us. You know what I mean? They both agree with us that this fight should happen next. We got CoolBoy and we got Inoue today. This happened today, live about maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. You know what I mean? Inoue had retweeted that it was in Japanese. Inoue had retweeted, you know what I mean, a tweet with a photo of him and CoolBoy and like a fight poster. And Inoue basically confirming, saying that yes, that's the fight that he wants. CoolBoy replied, to the same tweet. He said, yes, soon we will see. You know what I mean? So it's a mutual respect thing there. It's a mutual respect thing there, from them two. Both fighters, today confirmed that both fighters are looking forward to a fight with the other. You know what I mean? And it's great news, for a guy like me. I didn't think either of these fighters, were afraid or were scared, but there were a lot of people, fan bases in particular, when I brought this fight to light, who had every, excuse in the world why Inoue wouldn't fight CoolBoy. This fight probably wouldn't happen, how this fight isn't realistic. But, these two fighters said that this fight very, very well is a realistic thing. And I'm going to tell you something else that CoolBoy said. CoolBoy said that he would want to do this fight in Japan. You know what I mean? He said he don't mind going to Japan to do this fight at all. So that takes care of the notion that, where this fight going to be. They're going to put it in Japan or whatsoever. CoolBoy said that he don't mind going to Japan, for this fight. You know what I mean? Also, they both said that this is a fight that they would like to do, next year. So we could be getting this fight, as early as next year. And at that time, if everything stays the course and everything goes as planned, this fight will be an undisputed fight versus undisputed. Undisputed at 118 versus undisputed at 122. Each fighter confirmed that they won't be moving up in divisions until they reach undisputed. And what better way? And what better way, you know, to celebrate undisputed than after undisputed, giving us an undisputed versus undisputed. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, CoolBoy said that that he was down to going to Japan was good. Just do appreciate you sliding through. CoolBoy said that he was down. You know what I mean for going to Japan type deal. Uh, CoolBoy said that he was down for the fight next year. Anyway, said that he was down for the fight next year, and it's a fight that gotta happen. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about it. Shout out to my guy Tim Muse, my guy Tay D, my guy Ghost, H.I. Young, Demetrius Bright, MP, what the fuck? But yes, this is not a drill, y'all. This is not a drill. This is actually, on Twitter, you know what I mean? Right now, you know what I mean? I knew it just made perfect sense to me. You know what I mean? That these two would meet up. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button on the way in. Greatly appreciate it. It just made all the sense in the world to me for these two, to meet up. The Southern T that I made about it basically said that it's time. It was time for this fight. Some people agreed with me. Some people didn't. But I'm glad CoolBoy and I'm glad Inoue agree with me, when it comes to this, situation. Both guys are showing interest, in the fight. Both guys understand, what's at stake. Both guys, they're actually having conversations back and forth. Now, as far as they can understand each other, you know what I mean? Type deal. They're actually having conversations, back and forth, on Twitter. It seems to be a mutual respect thing there. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, type deal. But this is one of those fights that must happen. This is one of the fights that boxing must see. This is one of the fights. This is one of the fights that boxing need. You know what I mean? This right here, the winner of this fight kind of will be like, I know that they in two different divisions, but this fight kind of like Earl and Bud. Like the winner of this fight will most definitely be, a lock for the best, fighter of their generation. Anyway, and CoolBoy being the best little fighters, Earl and Bud, being, the best fighters in general, in the bigger weight classes, type deal. I don't see a small guy who I think could be Anyway. I don't see a small guy who I think could be Stephon Fulton. So this shit makes this shit make perfect sense to me. And I'm glad to see that we finally got two fighters, two top level, that we do got two top level fighters who do want to fight each other and who are interested, in making, championship, level fights. And look, y'all, another thing about this is that there is a way. I want to tell y'all this. This is just my little nugget. Shout out my guy Scares from New Orleans, my guy Derrick Jones Jr., Tim Muse Walker, Just Do Boxing. Appreciate y'all sliding through this joint. Teddy, Ghost, MP, everybody. Appreciate y'all sliding through. Let me hit y'all with some, this is me and my bag. This fight doesn't have to be with Top Rank either. You know what I mean? Because Top Rank didn't put on Anyways, last fight. It was shown on Top Rank, but Top Rank didn't, put together the promotion with their fight. They were involved in the making of their fight. So by CoolBoy actually having this fight over in Japan, he kind of takes away the Top Rank aspect of it. All Top Rank would do is show it on TV. They wouldn't even have a hand in making of this fight. You know what I mean? So Top Rank, a lot of times they don't get involved in the making of Inoue's fights. They let him pick his own fighters and he fight who he wants, and they just show Inoue, on their platform type deal. So if there is a way that this could happen, without Bob Arum and happen in Japan. Also, if it goes to a purse bid, if Inoue was to win undisputed, right? Let's say Inoue wins undisputed, right? And then he moves up to 122, which he's going to do because Inoue is going to be the guy moving up in weight to make this fight happen. Inoue wins undisputed, right? He moves up in his division. He automatically becomes the WBO mandatory. That way, the fight could go to purse bid, and PBC will be able to, bid on the fight, as well. So that's another way that Top Rank, could, not be involved. One way, Top Rank is willingly not involved in a lot of these fights with Inoue. He pick his own fights. Two, if Inoue, win undisputed, then move up and push that WBO mandatory, the WBO could mandate that fight, and it'll come with the the automatic, purse split like that, and they could do the fight. And with Inoue being, a top rank, fighter, you know what I mean, they will more than likely adjust the purse split, to make it more feasible for Inoue. You know what I mean? So you know, there will be a way, you know, that they could that their fight could go down without Top Rank. And it's not unnormal for Inoue to have fights, you know, without Top Rank help setting them up. They just show the fights. I say that, you know, because some people may say, well, CoolBoy on PBC, that fight never gonna happen. Now there are many ways this fight could happen. You know, even though these guys are on different sides of the street, you know what I mean, quote unquote. But that's all I got, man. This good news on Inoue and CoolBoy. This thing is heating up. Both fighters agree that they do want to fight next year, and both fighters agree that this fight, you know what I mean, will happen. They both said this is a fight that they want. This is a fight that they both will be seeking after they get undisputed in their respective divisions. So be on the lookout for this. I'm excited about it. Hope you as excited as I am. But that's all I got on this Southern Tea. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Skin the heart away, Southern Tea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, I will be going live a little later today, so make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm about to go live right after this one to do a quick Robin the Bookie for the early games. You know, my people want to get in. You know, we got games at noon, so I'll see if y'all want to get in. Also, we got PFL and Bellator this week, so I'm excited now. Let good shit, but I appreciate y'all folks sliding through this. John Skin Hardaway 17. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, make sure y'all smash that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget to smash that like button. Peace.